Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Good morning. So, do you have any queries on the previous discussion, the query editor part which we discussed? If you have any queries, please raise your hand so that I will get to. Do you have any queries? Even if you have any queries on best practices, let me know. Okay. No queries? Let me share my screen. Let me know once if it is visible to you. Okay. You able to see? So, as I said, um, we are going to complete the data transformation part, okay, in the project manufacturing project. So these are the just a kind of a knowledge check, okay, which is required to remember. Okay. So yesterday we discussed few knowledge check activities. Like if you're observing, I have shared the snapshots with you. Please go through it. Okay. If you still have any queries, please send me an mail so that I can respond it accordingly. Okay. Fine. Few more queries here. So which tool would you use to extract the day of the week from the set of dates? So which tool? Is that a navigator view or Power Query Editor? New measure, new parameter. Try to respond, please. A, B, C, D. Okay, I will tell the difference there. So if you want to extract the day or else, yesterday I showcased to you, right? Name of the day or else the start of week or else a month extraction. These are all activities if you want to get added to your date table. In the query editor itself, okay, I have shown you the date tab which is enabled there from the new column, okay, add column tab. So we can get added in the query editor itself. Okay, option B. What is one method for creating a visualization? Yes, Sanjeev, have you used any new measure? Others, did we use any new measures to extract a date or else a week? No measures. Okay, we haven't discussed the DAX part. New measure, this one, we'll get it in the DAX part. So which tool would you use to extract? Please read the question properly and then answer. Okay, Power Query Editor level we are working. We are focusing at the Power Query Editor. So Power Query Editor level, we can get the output. One second. This date table is there, date table. So by taking the reference of the date field, I want to add a new column. New column will be get generated. That is maybe the week, or else a day, name of the day, or else a quarter wise. So here if we can try to select it, date field from this date tab, which we are able to see now, right? We are not writing the M function automated way. We are trying to generate either whatever you are expecting, startup date. So this new column will be get added to your table. Okay, you are not creating any measures or else any parameters. Got it? Okay. Next one, what is one method for creating a visualization? Drag a field from the fields list onto the visualization pane. Read it and let me know what is the answer. A, B, C, D, which one is the right option? And visualization, we are going to do it at Power BI desktop level or as Power Query Editor. Are we going to create a visual in Power BI desktop or Query Editor? Desktop, right? That means I just move to the Power BI desktop options. See here, drag a field from the fields list onto the visualization page. So we will not, this is the visualization pane, right? These are the fields. So we cannot drag and drop onto the fields directly here. These are the visualization pane. So option one is wrong. Drag a fields from the fields list onto the model view. So we are already aware of it. What is the model view? So are we going to drag and drop the fields onto this model view? No. Okay. Next one. Drag a field from the fields list onto the report view canvas. As I said, this is the report view canvas. So you are going to drag and drop here. Here. Okay. Here you are going to drag and drop. Got it? Maybe relationship is not exist. In center, you are going to drag it. Got it? Is that clear to you? You are able to see some visual, right? Some table chart. So drag a field from the fields list onto the data view. Is this right? Is this is the data view? Are we using drag and drop approach here? So whoever said option D is wrong. You are going to drag and drop the fields onto the reporting canvas here. Report view. Clear? I'm explaining with practically. Is that clear to you? Whoever said D or else A, B, strong, C. What is the best way to import tabular data from a website into Power BI? Can someone please answer this? Read it and let me. Read the question. To get the data from a website, get data, web. Okay, you're going to import the data from the web pages by using providing the URL. Okay, option C, website data. Got it? C. Those are the answers. Okay, explained in a way. Please go through it. I will share with you. Okay. So, what are the essential transformations that we have to keep in mind while working in the query editor? Can someone please help me? There are three important transformations that we have to look over. What are the essential transformations that we have to keep in mind while working in the query editor? Three things. We discussed it yesterday. Three important transformations that you have to remember. What are those? First one is the data type check. Second one is the data filtration. And another one is expecting an answer. Last one, important. No responses, what happened? You remember or not? Select the required columns only. Correct? If you want me to ask the questions, I'm ready to ask. Otherwise, I can skip and navigate to the next part. So this part. Select the required columns, filter the rows, and change data type detection. These are the essential transformations that you have to remember. Okay, I have shared this. Please go through it. Like that, some of the important things that we have to enable. Formula bar. I've shown you how to enable the formula bar. So to see the formula, backend formula of M language and query dependency view, you check the relationship from the source to the destination. So relationship, we can identify it. Go to the columns. So to find the columns quickly. So here it is option. See here. Go to the column option. Navigate to the transform data. See this product table is there. I want to navigate to one column. So in the home tab, go to the column. So which column we want to go? I want to go to the location column. So we can navigate in this way. It will be point out to the which column, the respective column here. Suppose if we have 100 columns, we have to check right like this. Horizontally, we have to check one by one column. Instead of that, with the help of go to the column, you can type here location. Okay, it will be pointing out to that particular column like this. Product type like this. Okay, that's what the representation. Go to the column to find the columns quickly. Copy the queries. So here we can copy the queries or table. So I have already showcased to you. Right click on the top of the table. You can duplicate it. Okay, the same steps will be get recorded. See here, location. The same steps will be get added. Location table. Just to duplicate it, you can see the same steps here. Okay, that's what here. Duplicate, copy the tables. You can create a folders too. So maybe on real-time part. So example, right? Let me delete this one, not required. Delete it. As of now, I have extracted or else imported these tables, right? In real time, if you are fetching the more than 10 tables, we can create a folders also. So example, see here, right click, new group, giving some name like dimensions. I will tell you what is the dimension in the description part. So see this description, maybe the dimensions in the sense categorical information is maintained in this folder, categories, categorical data. A folder will be get created, dimension. So location is one of the dimensions. So see here, location table is one of the dimension. These are all categories, right? Region is one category. These are all giving some description of values, right? For region, these are the description. For the district, this is the description of information. Did you find any number in this table? Did you find any number field here? Is there any number available? You can tell me. How can you say this is a dimension means? Did you see any number? Number field or else number information, metric. Any number is available in this table. Responses, please. There is no numbers here. So I can try to convey this location is the description and it is providing some categorical data. I can move this table to this folder for my internal reference. So why you are moving this particular location table to the dimension is for my understanding, if I'm extracting more than 10, 15 tables, to get it identified very quickly, I can create some folders out of it. So in this way, so right click, new group, one more, giving the name as sales fact. Fact is nothing but a number. Metrics, numeric. Okay. So here I feel this sales table is giving some important metrics like a revenue units. I can move this table to this sales fact. Okay. So like that, just drag and drop. Okay. You don't need to worry about it. Just select it, drag and drop onto the dimension, whatever the folder you have created. Simple. Okay. Product is also a dimension. Here you are maintaining only the categorical information. Okay. So in this way, we can try to create folders too. Folder data creation. Documentation step. Just now I showcased to you, right? Description mentioned in the applied steps. So see this? These are all the data transformation steps, right? These are all the data transformation. Maybe I want to give a description to this step. Okay, maybe I just want to provide some description to this step. Right click on the top of the step. Don't delete it. Okay. Right click. How you are going to give a description? Properties. So here I can try to provide the description to this step, merge query step. So in my description, I'm going to provide product table joined with salesperson. Salesperson. Okay. So that my team member will get a notification here. See this. After providing the description, you are seeing some information, right? Information icon. We're observing some information icon, right? So whenever he is on hover on the step, he can see the description. Okay. So that we will get alert or else while doing the deleting the statement, you will get remember, okay, this is the step which is important for the merge activity for these tables. Okay. That's what here I have provided. Documented steps. Okay, description we can try to provide in the mention. Okay, if you want to provide for all the steps also, it is possible. We can do it. Each and every other step. Got it? Is that clear? So these are the very important activities, okay, things that we have to enable while working on the Power Query editor. Formula bar, we know how to enable it. Query dependency, we discussed, okay, to showcase the hierarchy. So one level to the another level. Go to the column for quickly navigating to the right field or else the right attribute from a table. Copy the queries or else the tables. We can duplicate the queries as well. We can duplicate the existing tables. And if you have extracting more than 10 or 15 tables or else the queries, we can create a folder for our internal reference. It's just like a modeling part. We can create the table for our identifications. So documented steps. So maybe if you want to provide some description on the data transformation steps, we can provide the importance, okay, the information on this, by defining this description. Okay. So important activities, please remember. We discussed about essential transformations that we have to remember. Important things while working on the Power Query added also. It's important. Okay. Is that clear to everyone? Clear. Fine. A kind of a quick recap to you. Okay. What we discussed or else done, the activities part. These are the very important phases while building this Power BI desktop file, PBIX file. So getting the data, that is the first phase. Okay, we have to extract the data. Okay, we have to import the tables. That is very important phase. And if there is any, okay, any like if a data set is not in a proper way, we have to organize the number of columns by using the backend language name called yum language. Yum functions, we are going to use it. Once the get data phase completed, next phase, we are going to work on the model creation phase. Okay, model creation phase. Example, in our extracted tables, data transformation steps has been completed. If suppose if you can try to close and apply, it will be get loaded. All whatever the tables, 5 or 6 tables, it will be get loaded onto your Power BI desktop. Okay, see here, it's getting loaded. So like that, next phase already completed. Next phase, model creation phase. Once the tables, once the data cleaning has been completed, a automatic relationship will be get detected on each and every table. Now, in this example, in our current manufacturing project development, we are not working with one single table, right? Are we working with one table or else two tables? How many tables? 5 tables. More than 4 or 5. For exact number is 5 tables. So whenever if you are importing all 5 tables into the Power BI desktop, there is an automatic relationship detection. Okay? Automatically, the common columns will be get identified and the relationship will be get detected between each table. Okay, we will discuss thoroughly modeling part. That is the next activity. Okay, next phase is see here model creation phase. Model creation phase, the all the tables whatever you have pulled, relationship will be get detected. So it is giving some helpful to you, like giving some connectivity between one table to the another table. So what happens if the relationship is not detected? So then we are going to enhance the model. Okay, we are going to enhance it, the model, by using the DAX object. So if the relationship is not exist or else built, with the help of DAX object, we are going to build the model. Okay, that is by using new measure, new column, new table. Okay, so with the help of it, model enhancement, we are going to do it. I mean, by using the above objects, which I'm showcasing to DAX object. And next only we are going to build the visualization. So the last activity is we will try to tell some story by using by taking the different types of charts and graphs. Okay, these are the important phases that we have to keep remember. Now you can tell me, are we at which phase? Are we at which level in these 4 phases? Which phase we are? Are we working on get data phase or as a model creation phase or model enhancement phase? Or else directly we are going to build the visualizations. As I said, this phase is automatically gives the relationship. See here, compress the data automatic relationship will be get identified. Now we are going to work on the model enhancement phase. Suppose maybe some relationship is not exist between the table to the table. We are going to make use of DAX object. Like a calculated column, we are going to use it to generate the new columns. Or else maybe if I want to build some business logic, I'm going to use the model enhancement phase. So let me check is that data load is completed or not. Still going. Okay. We are at the model enhancement place. So as per the mode which you are observing, compress the data, automatically relationship will be get detected. This is an inbuilt feature in Power BI. Okay, what is this automatic detection means? It's an inbuilt feature. So maybe in the date table, I have a date field, and in the sales table also I have a date field, right? You can check it. You already open, right? In the sales table also I have a date field. So it will be get detected the relationship in an automatic way. Okay, in Power BI, desktop level date model view, the relationship will be get detected in an automated way. Okay, still loading. Okay, fine. One more quick recap to you, okay, so that you will get more idea on the awareness. So see here, these are all the data sources on the left hand side, like vertical I have provided. Sources like Azure SQL or else an Internet Explorer or Excel files or Access DB in our current project, Access DB source system only we are extracting. And we are directly not loaded under the Power BI desktop. We navigated to the Power Query editor. We know what is the purpose for preparation of the data and clean up the unwanted columns or else a duplication or else some add addition of new fields also. These are all like data transformation steps which you have performed in the query editor. Once you can close and apply. So from Power BI desktop level, you can see three different tabs. Left hand side top, you can see three different tabs. By default tab is report tab. So we can create the visualizations in the tab. Data view tab. So there we can see the tables. They are connected or else imported tables. Okay, cleaned up tables. Last tab we are calling it as in relationship tabs. So here, this tab only we are going to build the relationships. Okay, it's a quick glance of review, so that we will get to remember which stage we are. So that's why I just prepared these two slides for your reference. Okay. See here. You can see some tables are already connected, right? Like a manufacturer table and product table. So if you're on hover on the top of this line, solid line, a connectivity between these two tables, solid line is there. So based on manufacturer ID, manufacturer, the common column has been identified. So see this. We discussed it already, right? Is this discussed or not? What is this? Maybe the demo part, I think so. Correct? Whoever has attended my demo, I discussed at the time, but no problem. I'm ready to discuss one more time. See here, manufacturer ID and manufacturer. If I navigate to the data view, what is this manufacturer giving? Is this manufacturer ID is unique number or else some repetition is there? Asking the questions to you. Is that manufacturer ID is having the repeated numbers or else unique? It's a unique 14 records, 14 companies. Like that, product table, because the relationship exists between product and manufacturer, right? So that's why I'm showcasing to you. Product table, manufacturer ID is there. See here, 1 to 14 only, but here the records are repeated. One is repeated a couple of times, many times. See here, many times. Here the records are repeated. So if you are observing our relationship, ID, manufacturer ID column is available in both of the tables. In manufacturer table, it is unique, and in the product table, it is repeated couple of times. So in the relationship, it has been identified the relationship. So one stands for unique. So one is available on the manufacturer side, not on the product. One is nothing but unique side. That means primary key, because it's not having the repeated records or else null information. And if you're observing the star here, star on the product side, many. Star is nothing but many. Okay. Repeated records are there. Data redundancy is there. Okay. Maybe we are not sure. Null information is also available. So star is available on product side. And what about this arrow mark in the sense that data, it is getting flowed. Okay. We can try to filter the data from this table to this product table. That data flow direction. This one. It's a flow of data from this manufacturer to the product. Like that, see here, one more example. We'll spend most of our time here. You don't need to worry. Still, if you haven't understand about the model, I'm ready to re-explain it. Okay. See here. Like that product also. From product table, product ID column is common between sales table and product. Let's try to check it. Okay. Product table, product ID. Let me sort it out. Sort it in a proper way. One, two, maybe 2,412 different products are available, product ID, without any repetition. As per my quick glance of information, 1 to 27, there is no repeated records. Let me check in the similar way for the sales table, product ID. Is that records are repeated or not? You can tell me. Simple, a quick glance of info. You are checking, right? You are able to see the records are repeated, product ID is repeated or not here. With this particular area, product ID is repeated many times. So here the relationship has been identified. Product ID based. This solid line is nothing but an relationship. We will call it as an active relationship. Okay, active relationship. Solid line. And the data, it is getting flow from product table to this sales table. And here the common column is product. Okay. Is that clear? Up to this part is clear to you? So fine. What about these two tables? What about this? What about these two tables? These two tables are not connected. Okay. Why in the sense? Automatically, okay, the Power BI engine, okay, DAX engine, it's not detected the relationship. So see here. So model creation in an automated way. So model has been get created. Some of the tables, Power BI, DAX engine has been identified and defined the relationship. So two tables, the relationship may have been not detected. Why in the sense? See here, even in this date table, right? If you have one date field, it will be get detected. But here we have two data type fields. See here, date is there, start of date is there. What is the data type here? Data type, date data type. Power BI, the DAX engine, it has been confused to get detected which field you want to map. Either you are going to choose the date field or maybe you are interested with the start of week. So that's why Power BI, it has been failed to detect the relationship. Okay. So here in the date table, okay, date table, date fields, we have two different date related information, that is the date and start of week. See here, navigating to the data view, and the date is there and start of week is also available. So it has been confused. So which field you want to give a relationship? So is that the this field or this field? So at this kind of a scenarios, we have to detect the data type. So we have to just drag and drop here. We have to just drag and drop on the top of it. Select it, hold the date field, drag and drop onto the right information. Onto the another table. See here, that's it. A relationship will be get identified. So here the common column is date between these two tables. Okay. Maybe if we are interested as an end user, this is we are building the data model, right? If you are interested, if you want to build the relationship between these two, also it works. Okay. But it is a many to many relationship. I will tell you, I will explain you what it is, many to many and one to many. It's a many to many. It's giving some notification. So though it has been similar date fields, it is giving some notification, some kind of an alert mechanism. Okay. So that's why I'm just trying to navigate, see here, from date to date. So one to many relationship has been get detected. Okay. So remaining table location, though we have something, common column is there. Is there any common column with this existing model? This one we are going to call it as a model. These four tables connected, right? These tables are get connected, right? We are going to call this as a model. Is there any common column equivalent to this location table to the existing fields or its existing model? Any identified? Anyone identified? Any common column did you identify here? So I have identified two columns, like a zip code is available, and even the country column is also matching. Okay, country, zip code, zip code. So let me try it. Okay, just try to drag and drop only, right? Try, hold the control and drag and drop onto the another table, common column only. Don't drag and drop onto the other fields, which is completely wrong. You have to drag and drop onto the same column. So it is also throwing some error. It is giving some notification to me. Many to many kind of a relationship. Many to many in the sense duplicates are available. Okay. In this table, country is repeated. In this sales table is also country column. Country column is having repeated information. See here. Location is this country is repeated, right? It's not a unique. Like that, sales table Mexico or else whatever the country is also repeated. See here, let me filter, let me show you. Is that repeated? So that's why it throws an error. Is this country to the country is having repeated records. So we are going to get it as a many to many relationship, not a one to one side to the many side. This is one side to the many side. Same for this also, one side to the many side. Unique records is available to many side, repeated records. Similar for this date scenario. But here I have identified two columns. Let me try for this zip code. Okay. This one also throws the same. Repeated records are available. Okay, from both zip code. So we have to ignore this many to many relationship. Why? In the sense, it has to read the records repeatedly from location table multiple times. And the similar way it has to read while building the model, it has to get a connectivity of another table too. So that one also has to read the records whenever you are doing the data refresh many times. Okay, with the repeated records, it has to perform the activity. So that's why we have to try to ignore the many to many relationship. Okay, if your record count is very huge, okay, it will impact the performance. That's the reason. It impacts the performance. It will take some time to refresh. So that's why we will ignore it, many to many relationship. We will try to build the model with one side to the many side always like this, one side to the many side. Here also one side to the many side. Okay. So what happens if you can try to build the visualization without any relationship? See here, I'm navigating to the report view. I'll just try to build one visualization, quick visualization by selecting from location table, country, and the value is available from the sales table, revenue. So is this the right visual? Is this giving some insight to you? Let me enable the data label. So for each and every country, the revenue has been get generated with 5.3 billion. Is this the right insight? If you don't have any relationship, this is the output. Is this the right numbers? You can tell. You can check as a business analyst. Is this the right? Shall we go with this output to the customers? No, right? This is wrong. Why? Because there is no relationship exists between these fields, location and the sales team. Okay, understood? That's the main reason. So what happened if I have a relationship? So see here, maybe I want to see the product wise. Okay, product wise. Is this visual giving some valid of info, valid to the customers? So as per the product wise, the revenue has been defined. So these are my product and this is my value, total value. This is giving valuable numbers, okay, as per the visual that we have defined. Okay, without relationship, you will not get the right numbers or else right statistics. With the model building, this is the one of the model. It is the relationship has been exist between these four tables. Okay, and this one is unconnected table, not connected to your model. Everyone following, right? If you have any confusion or else if you stuck it somewhere, please let me know. Okay, let me showcase to you what is this arrow mark also. Arrow mark, you are seeing some arrow mark, right? See here, from manufacturer, let me drag and drop these two fields. Okay, manufacturer, this is manufacturer table info. Let me take one more table chart, and here I will take the fields from manufacturer, manufacturer ID. Maybe I'll take the product categories and products. Four fields I have that. Okay, four fields. You have to tell the answer now. See here, if I'm trying to select from the manufacturer, is your data is getting filtered. Here, I'm selecting the manufacturer field from the manufacturer table. Is this product table is getting filtered? You're seeing only the product. That is, I mean, product table, manufacturer only. See this. Suppose maybe I'm selecting the Barbara, one more manufacturer. Is that getting filtered? You're seeing the product table is getting filtered or not? Yes or no? Natura, Leo, one more product, Victoria. The data, if whenever you are trying to select some categorical field from the manufacturer table, which I am selecting on the left hand side, product table values are getting filtered. Okay, filter, it is getting filtered. Okay, product table value is getting filtered. These are the right hand side is the product information, product categories, product name, and manufacturer ID, manufacturer. It's getting filtered. Similar way, if I'm selecting the manufacturer on the right hand side product table, is this getting filtered? Can you see, is there any filtration happening on the left hand side? Is there any filters? Is that getting filtered? I'm selecting Aliq, another manufacturer. Is that getting, is there any interaction you're observing? Responses, please. I'm showcasing in a practical way. So what is the meaning of this arrow mark? Okay. So the data, it is getting flow from manufacturer to the product table, not from the product table to the manufacturer. So it's getting flowed on a single way, single flow direction. So what is the single means here? Double click on the top of this relationship. The data cross filter direction is single. Suppose if you want to get filtered from both of the sides, we have to change like this. We have to change from single to the both. Okay. You can see the arrow mark from both of the sides, above to down, from manufacturer to the product, and from start to one. That means product table to the manufacturer table. Now you can tell me, is that getting filtered? Your visual, is that getting changed or not? So I'm selecting some category on the product table. Manufacturer table, manufacturer information is getting filtered. Okay. So that is the direction flow. So basically, in real time also, we will try to maintain single direction, one side direction. If you can try to change it to the both direction, it will impact. Okay, whenever you are doing some interaction connection between the report level, I mean interaction connectivity in the report part, it has to give the both of the sides. Okay, we have to change the flow direction from both so that the interactivity should be available on both level. Okay, both of the sides are both tables. Important the relationships and as well as the arrow mark which you are observing. By default, you can see the data flow is on single direction. Manually, if you can try to change from single to the both, the interaction should be exist between both tables, A table and B table. Example. Okay. So I have a question. Suppose I have built a visualization with this model with this location table. Separately, location is there. Is there any interaction? Can you see any interaction with the location to this model? Simple. You'll get these questions on the interview part because I'm one of the interviewer in my company. I have a model built. Suppose if I can try to consider location table fields, example country. Can you see any interaction if we can select some category here? Is that interactive? Or you can try to select here. Is there any change? Is this product or else the manufacturer is available in this country? Is that change? No, there is no interaction. Please remember, because there is no connectivity, interaction is also not available or else not exist. Important, please remember. Relationships are very, very important. Fine. That's it. Okay. So how many of you are aware of this key columns? Like as I mentioned, right? Primary key, foreign key, types of facts, star schema, snowflake schema. How many of you aware of these data warehouse concepts? Yes, I'm aware of this primary key. I'm aware of this foreign key. How many of you are aware of these concepts? If you are aware, I'm going to skip this one. If you are not aware of this agenda which I mentioned here, I will explain it. I will give a brief idea about it. Star schema, snowflake schema, this is all very basic on the data warehouse concepts part. If you are aware, if you are all, everyone aware of this topic, I can skip this one. If you are not know of any one of the topic, I will explain it. That's what I'm saying. Not even primary key. Okay. I will explain it tomorrow. Okay, is that fine? This part, this agenda, right? I will explain it in the tomorrow's session. Primary key, foreign key, types of fact, which is very, very important. If you get to know, almost you get to know now, because as per current explanation, what is one, what is star, you will get to know now. Okay, in detail. Okay, with this example, okay, the primary key, foreign key. In tomorrow's session, you will get it thoroughly identified. Okay, what is the primary key? What is the foreign key? What type of schemas we are going to build? And how many types of actives? So these key concepts, right? Very important before working on the data modeling. Okay, primary key, foreign key, types of fact, how to identify a dimension, how to identify a fact table. Okay, these are all very important while working on the model. I will tell you the some tips and tricks. to get it identify the fact table and dimension table. Okay. So I'm stopping up to this part. If you have any queries, please raise your hand and let me know. And I will tell you one example on append, I mean, whatever we discussed, right? Append and match right away. There's the difference, right? It's a difference between this Microsoft Access DB engines, the software differences. It's the latest version. 2016 is latest, 2010 is older. It's a software. Tejas, it's a software difference. Access DB 2016 is latest version. 2010 is older. Tejas, is that clear to you? Fine. In the current example only, let me showcase to you the merge and append, which is very important. See here. Please observe. First, we will go to the merge concept. I have a product table here with these columns, okay? With these columns. Product ID, category, segment, manufacturer ID, manufacturing, product code. And I have received a new table, salespeople table from the customer. So here they are providing 4 different manufacturers, 4 or 5 different manufacturers and their base locations. So here, instead of loading the salespeople as a separate table and working on the data model, by using the merge concept, I can try to get the required columns from the salespeople. So here, we can tell me from this product and salespeople, what is common column? Which column is common here? From the product and salespeople table, what is a common column? Did you identify it? Any common column identified here? Manufacturer, as per my observation, manufacturer is matching. Manufacturer is matching. So what are the columns that I'm required from the salesperson? Salesperson and location. These 2 columns are required to me to get added to my product. To get this done, click on the product. Here we have a transformation name called merge queries. Select it. Select it. Select it. Merge queries. Merge queries. First table, product table, manufacturer, and from the salespeople, manufacturer. These 2 are common, correct? And by default, join is left outer join. That means all the records from the product, matching records, matching data as per the manufacturer column from second table, salespeople. So some manufacturers are matching, Van Arsdale, Natura is there. So whatever the manufacturers are available, it will get added to your product table. So once you have defined the match, it's get expanded after the product code. A new column has been expanded. Okay. Don't select it underneath of the table. Okay. Don't select it here. Select it. It's a subtable. See this? Next to it. After the table next, I'm selecting it's a sub. So from here, you have to expand the table information. What are the required columns from this subtable? Which columns are required? Is that manufacturer column is required again? It's a duplicate already available, right? Why it is required? So I require only the 2 columns, that is salesperson and location. I can import it. I can select it. Remove the prefix. Remove the manufacturer. Just try to expand with these 2 columns. So have expanded. The next step is these 2 columns will be get added horizontally, salesperson and location. Understood? Initially someone asked, is that clear? The new columns will get added to your table horizontally, not vertically. It's an horizontally addition of your existing table. It's expanded with the new columns. New columns has been get added to your main table. Like that, another important transformation, that is append transformation. So see here, I have extracted international sales table. Is that clear, right? Merge is clear to you? I will 1 second, Tejas. If you are using the Microsoft Access Database Engine 2016, two things are there: 64-bit, 32-bit. You can go with the, as per your mission configuration, you can go with any one of it, 32-bit or 64-bit. Still, if you are facing an issue with Access DB, I have given an alternative approach to extract Excel files. Please use that Excel. Okay, which is easy to use. Okay. Another example, append transformation. International is there, which I have imported from a folder data. And these are the fields: product ID, product, zip code, unit, revenue, country. And already extracted from Access DB sales table with not almost, all the column headers are same here. See this: product ID, zip code, zip, units, revenue, and revenue up to this part. Consider up to this part only. Revenue. These are the 5 fields are available. Suppose example, if I have a zip code here, see this. If I have a zip code on this, okay, let me add it. Zip code here, and in the international, I have only the zip. In that kind of a scenario, it will get added as a new column. See this, zip code is already available, zip is already available. It's get added as a new column. Got it? That is the difference. If your column headers are same and data is different, okay, the data, it will get appended from another table underneath of the last record. Okay, that means example 10 records are there, 11th record onwards, the new table record will be get added underneath. If there is some differences on the existing column header, it will get added as a new column like this. See here. Zip is a new column, country column also added to my sales table. Got it? Suppose here, please observe, important. It's important. Suppose here, I don't have a zip code. I have only the zip. Zip column is available. Similar column header. After this step, after this append, did you find any zip code as a separate column? You can tell me this. Did you find any zip code as a separate column? Is there any separate column in the sales table? No. Because of the column headers are matching between these two tables, international and location, is get added underneath of this current or else selected table, sales table. Okay. Append, it will get added your records vertically, not horizontally generating the new columns. If there is some difference between the column header, it generates a new column. Otherwise, it will get added vertically. Okay, that is the main difference. I hope it is clear. Still any confusions, please let me know. Everyone, is that clear? Append, merge queries. Try to complete. Tomorrow we will discuss this data warehouse concept, primary key, foreign keys. And we will work on next week onwards, we'll work on the data modeling best practices. Okay. Before working on our project, right? I will keep hold on this project. We will work on the best practices of the data modeling part. Okay, DAX objects. And then we will work on this report development so that you feel comfortable. Just like a Power Query editor, we worked on the best practices and moved on to the project, right? You feel comfortable or not? Best practices we worked. After that, we move to this project. You feel it as a easy or else something complicated or else difficult to understand? Expected answers in the chat. So the similar way, I have prepared my content. We will work on the best practices on the modeling part, and we will come back again to this manufacturing project to implement the similar scenario like a relationship building and all. We will work accordingly. Okay, fine. I'm stopping my screen sharing. If you have any queries, right, please let me know. Fine then. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. We'll connect to you. Okay. Tejas, you there? You are available.